All right. Hopefully you guys can hear me. Okay, that's not gonna work. Hold on. Okay. Nope. Okay, can you guys hear me? Hopefully, because I had to turn everything else off. So we're gonna run with this and hopefully it works. If not, I am so sorry that I am that scattered today. Um, the husband wanted to take Jethro up and for a walk out at Stargavin, and so I didn't have time to really get as much stuff done as I had hoped for this. So anyway, I am going to try my best to share my screen. It says I've disabled. Okay, well, I'm going to take the camera off for a second, just for a moment to show you guys the sketch, just because I'm not going to sit here and try to fight this thing, and then I will put it right back on. So, let's see. That is the sketch we're going to be working on. And I think it's pretty simple depending on the tools that you use, okay? So, there you have it. And like I said, it's a 2024 sketch challenge for a group that I am in. Hopefully, flip back to the other screen. And sorry, guys, it's been a while since I've done any lives. Like I was saying earlier, when the internet kept going out, my internet had gotten so bad that I just couldn't do any lives out here in the studio. And so I just had to stop doing that. I couldn't do any videos, period. I couldn't even get the internet out here. But anyway, I'm going to introduce myself. I'm Breezy Cranford. I'm up in Sitka, Alaska, where I've been for the last 9.5 years. My husband did 20 years in the Navy. And so then we came here for his second retirement. And I do this on the side. I am a 100% union representative for federal employees. I do that for TSA, just for transparency purposes. And yeah, so I'm going to go ahead and get started. I showed you guys that sketch. I'm going to flip back to it for a second so that I can see what I'm doing. I'm going to try to have both up here. And so these are the 3 pages that I'm going to use. So my plan is that the big circle is going to come out of this paper. So I'm going to cut out the big circle and flip it over and use this as the big circle. And then this will be my main page. Then I'm going to use this paper for some of the medium-sized circles, or possibly the flowers. I don't know yet. I've got to decide. And then reverse for the smaller circles. And I use this paper just because the layout shows basically a bubble style paper. And I thought this was cute. And I'm not a big pink person, but I really like this. I'm probably going to use this as my actual background page. I haven't fully decided yet, but it goes well with these 2 papers here. If you look, it is the pink taffy, I believe it is, cardstock, and then the jazzberry papers. Taffy pink, excuse me, not pink taffy. Anyway, so I'm just going to kind of show you guys my idea of the sketch. There is no right or wrong. There's no measurements. You just do what you want to do. And so that's what I'm going to do here. Sorry that my camera is not exactly straight. Let me see if I can get this to move over just a little bit more. Okay. Now, if you want this to be perfectly centered, then you would want to use your mat here and line up your paper on the corners. That way, whenever you flip everything over, everything's perfectly centered. Now I'm going to be using the circle cutter. It is no longer available unless you have an advisor that has a couple on hand. I think I might have one left. I may have sold it. But the nice thing about this is that you can make all different size circles. Okay. You can also use your custom cutting system. I don't have the circles right here handy because I am not organized. But if you've been around Creative Memories, then you know about our custom cutting system. And it is used with blades, which mine are in my go bag right now. But you would just put blades inside of these little tracks here. There we go. And you would be able to cut out. We have circles. We have the ovals, we have squares and rectangles and, you know, different things. But this is where you would use your circles if you didn't have this. So I'm going to use this instead of these. But if you have those circles, you can use those. Then I also am probably going to use the circle punch and the older circle punch, just because I want to be quick and get it done. But with this layout, you could even use things like this punch. Since it's basically a circle shape anyway, you could do some of those as well. And it doesn't even have to be circles. I'm just trying to go with what it showed. Okay, I just moved my paper. So I am, actually, I need to put a frame on this first, because if you noticed on the layout, there was a, just a hint of the pink showing here. So I'm actually going to make this a 1/2 inch square. No. Yeah, I'm going to cut a 1/2 inch off of all the sides. So the 1/2 inch mark is this mark right here. And I like to use this side when cutting so that I have more over here that I can get support from. So you pull out your arm, make sure your foot is down. And then you would just go a 1/2 inch. And you want to start at a 1/2 inch. Now, if you've not used our trimmer before, we have the ruler here. We have the ruler here, as well as here, okay? So I am going to start with my front of my blade at 1.5 inches, because this whole housing here is 2 inches. So if I put the front of this at 1.5, my blade is going to start cutting at a 1/2. Okay, so I'm going to start here, and then I'm going to stop a 1/2 inch short. So I'm going to stop at 11.5 with the back of the blade. Okay. And my lighting is not great, so hopefully I can get this here. Let's see. I think I got it. Like I said, my lighting is not great right now. And then I'm just going to flip it and do the same thing again. And I'm going to start at the 1/2 inch. If I'm off just a little bit, I can always come back and do it again. So I'm actually going to start at this end this time at the 11.5. No, I should end it. We're going to do it at the 11.5 and we'll see, because I'm confusing myself now. And then we'll stop this at the 1/2 inch. Did it go all the way? No, it did not. So we'll stop this at 1.5. Okay, so it did go all the way through this time, and I must have missed a little bit here. Okay, we're gonna do this again. Get back on here. And sorry guys, I'm a little slow at teaching again because it's been a while. But we're gonna start at, what do you say, 11 and a half. And come down to the 1.5. Okay. Down, and then one more time. 11.5. And we stop at 1.5. Okay, so this one didn't quite cut all the way through, and neither did that one. So I'm just going to take a pair of scissors. And they are not my creative memory scissors, but they are scissors that were laying here. And so that's what I'm going to use. Okay. Not sure why that didn't cut there. I've never had that happen before. I must have let up on the housing. So now this piece I could use for another page as a frame. I'm going to sit it over to the side. And I will just trim this up just a tad because if it's just a little rugged, oh, can't hold on to the scissors. Okay, I'm not worried about that. All right. So now I've got to decide what circle I want here. And I'm going to place my paper right in here. Line it up. And then I think, so this would be, what, if I took a 1/2 inch off of every side, it should be, what, an 11.5 by 11.5, which looks pretty accurate. That's a 1/2 and that's a 1/2. So actually it's an 11 inch by 11 inch. So I think if I go with a 6 on here, then we'll be good. So let's see. So I am going to center this up on the 6 here. And then this up. So I'm lining up this black line here, pretty close to that 6. I don't have to be perfect. I'm just wanting things done at this point. And then there's a little notch here that should be lined up on the 6 here. I'm going to hold this down. I'm going to push this in once I know I've got it where I want it. I want to make sure I get that. Yeah, that looks pretty accurate. Okay, so I am going to press down. And cut my circle. Okay. So there's my circle. And that's what we're going to do. So it's not quite as big as the one on the sketch, but it's okay. So this is what I would do. And again, I don't know if I'm going to use this pink paper or if I'm going to use the blank page. I've got to decide. And I might even go back and find, I think I'm going to do the pink cardstock, but I might go back and find a paler pink. I'm not sure yet, but for now I'm going with this one. That was too much white for me. So you have this and you would just center it up. Let's see. And then we would want this on the half, half, and half. And so now I am going to go ahead and tack it down. For now, if I can find my, yeah, there we go. For now, I'm just going to tack it enough that it holds it in place until I know for sure if I'm going to use this pink cardstock or a different one. Okay, so half, 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 and half. And again, it doesn't have to be perfect, but I kind of want it at least close, right? And then we'll put this in here. Okay. Then I am going to take my other paper, which was this paper, and I am going to maybe, let's see. Yeah, I'm going to punch out like this flower right here. Well, let's try this one. Is that one gonna? So yeah, I'm going to punch that one. And that's probably going to be the only flower I actually do. Let's see. There's another one that I'll probably use the plaid on. So I've got 2 of that size, and then I'm just going to do a couple of this size. Okay, I'm going to do this one this way. These are a little bit harder to punch than the newer punches are because they are old. It's probably pushing 25 years old now. Oops. Missed it just a little bit, but it's okay because some of them are going to be covered up. Have just a couple of the smaller one here. Actually, I think I'll do the smaller one maybe out of the cardstock, maybe this color. And then all we're really going to do, so that's tacked down. I'll probably actually spin that just a little bit. That one was the flower. Okay. So this one was a little off here, so I would put this one up here. This one down here. And maybe, let's see. I don't know yet. Let me get, what I'll probably do is take this off of here and punch another piece of the cardstock, but I'm going to just grab a piece for now. And yeah, this would be better with this. So we're going to cover a couple of different sized ones here with this. Let's see. I'm going to make this one. See, that was a 6. So we're going to go to like a 4. And they don't have to be any particular size. because again, I didn't measure anything. I'm just guesstimating here. So there we go. Okay, so there's that one. And we're going to go a little bit smaller. And okay. So now we're going to come back over here. We're going to put this one up here. This one right here. And maybe put that one on there. And did I not cut any of the small circles? Could have sworn I did, but we'll see. All right, so that one there. That one right here. And then they're showing 3 photos, but you could, do any number of things. So they've got 2 3x4s. I only have some 3x5s at the moment. But pretend it's a 4x5 and a 4x4. You'd also do a 5x7. You could do, let's see, they were 3x4s, then we would just, do this 5x7. We wouldn't want to cover that up. We could go like this and put it right in the center. I don't know where all of my cutouts are, but you could do something like this, and you could also have another one that kind of just has a little bit more to it. It shows journaling down here, but you could, do any number of things. But that's the quick, easy layout that was the challenge. Now I've just got to decide what photos I'm going to put on there, or if I'm going to pick a different color for my challenge. But let me know what you think. Like I said, it was a quick and easy layout, especially if you're using the tools. Your CCS, your custom cutting system, would be pretty quick as well. It's going to take a little bit more time just because you got to sit there and, cut around it. But I actually will probably go back and either do a smaller punch, which I could have sworn I punched some smaller ones. Did I not? I did. They just don't look that much difference. That's smaller. So yeah, I'll probably go back and cut out a couple of smaller ones on the CCS and apply them on here, and then get it posted. So you guys let me know what you think. I appreciate it. And we do have some awesome new products coming out tomorrow morning. For Alaska time, it will be 9 a.m. For the East Coast, it's 1 p.m. And it's called My Life. And they are going to be collections that come out every month, to where you can build a full 1-year album. And it's going to build on it. It's going to be all flow together. It's all going to coordinate. And we also have monthly, like, miniature collections or theme packs that are going to come out every month as well. So check the site tomorrow. You can also look at Scrapbook with Breezy. I've got quite a bit of it posted there. And we will go from there. I look forward to chatting with you guys, hopefully at least once a month. I'm going to shoot for once a week, but I know that's not going to happen because there are going to be some weeks that I just can't. But my goal is be it a card, a layout, a border, something. And I would like to actually work through the book. We have 3 different books that Creative Memories has come up with. This was the one from last year. And I would like to actually work through the latest one, if possible. This is the second one. There was a one that's newer as well. I'm not sure if I have it out here, but hold on, of them or not. So this is the original. That's the original one. With these, there are no actual dimensions on anything. There's no sizes. So it'll be just like the sketch we just did. You guesstimate and make it however works for your layout. The same goes with this one. This is the second one, but it's borders. So then you just take, whatever border maker system that goes with what you're working on at that time and make it work for your layout. And then, like I said, we have a newer one, but I guess they're boxed up somewhere because I'm not seeing them anywhere. And it actually has dimensions in it this time. Creative Memories listened. Everybody was asking for dimensions, but some of us are just not that crafty to come up with our own. And so they did it for us. But like I said, I'm not seeing mine here right offhand, but I'm hoping to work through that as well. Sometimes it'll just be a pop-up that just comes up because I have time. Other times I'm going to try to schedule them. I'm going to be scheduling once a month beginner classes, and there'll be different things as well. It'll be cards, it'll be borders, it'll be layouts, those different things. So if you're interested, please reach out to me, join my Scrapbook with Breezy page, and I'll look forward to working with you. Thanks. Bye, guys.